Hello everyone, welcome back to a chilly workshop here at Rathbone Manor. A few months ago I was at the flea market or car boot sale, and I was going through one of my favourite stalls, boxes of tools, and I came up with this thing here. When I first found it, it didn't look like this, it looked like this when I hauled it out of the tools, and I laughed about it, and there was another tool collector next to me going through the same box. And I said, look at this, brilliant, how are you going to work that? So I put it on one side of the box, on the corner like that, and left it there. And I bought a whole bunch of other tools from the guy. And once I'd paid for those tools, I said to him, well, the stall holder, I said to him, how much do you want for this? And he looked at me sideways, and then he looked at that, and he said, 50p? I said, yep, I'll have that then. Well, you'll never get it to work, because it's missing the little roller. And he said, thinking about it, if you want to look through the box, you may find the roller in there. So I spent about 5 minutes diving through the box and came up with a roller. A little adjustment roller here. That's the one. And he said, you'll still not get it to work. So I says, okay then, but I think I will do, because I can make myself a new pin in the machine shop at work. And we'll have a look at that in a moment. But that's basically what I did. I took myself, took some measurements in here, found the thread size was an M8, etc. Found the lengths I wanted, and then I went to work one day, and I was just happened to be in the machine shop that day, and I made myself a new pin up, this little fella here. Anyway, this thing is unbranded as such. It says drop forged, 12-inch. Turn it over, and it says made in India. So that's all the markings on it. Looking at it, if we can get it apart again, it's very stiff because it's quite rusted and a bit filthy, especially in the top here. It's a bit filthy, but other than that, I mean, it doesn't look too bad. The jaw faces look fairly clean. It doesn't look like it's been abused too much. It's just that somehow the pin has fallen out. It was actually peened over a little bit here, just there and just there, but not enough to hold the original pin in place, and that's what's got lost. It just came out and got lost, so that's probably why this spanner was got rid of, shall we say. Looking at it, it doesn't look too bad a spanner to me. It doesn't look like it's been abused too much. I mean, there are a few knocks and dings on it. No idea as to how old the thing is, but generally it looks to be in reasonable condition. I think it's just a bit grubby, so I think what we'll have to do is just clean it up, then we'll stick it on the wire wheel and get it reassembled, I think. What do you think, guys? I've got a little bit of pre-loved no nonsense heavy duty cleaner here, so we'll give it a go, see what crap we can get off of it. Still works. Okay then, so all we need to do now is dry it down and get it on the wire wheel. It doesn't actually look too bad now. I've got some of the dirt off of it, so yeah, let's get it dried down then. Looks like I need a new fibre wheel, doesn't it? Because these two were the same size when I first got them. So we lost quite a lot of material off of that little fella. Right then, so after much wire wheeling and polishing, this is where we've got to. Looking quite nice, I think. before we reassemble it, here's the pin I'm going to use, but just before we reassemble it, let's take a look at how I made the pin, shall we guys? So we got some 10mm round bar, faced one end of it off, machined it down to size to fit inside the roller, and then after that I put an 8mm thread onto it and then parted it off, after which I then hacksawed a slot into the end of it. Obviously there was a little spring in the end here, but I couldn't find one to replace it at all of the right size, so we're going to have to go without it, I'm afraid. But it goes, as you can see, it runs quite nicely on here. So I just need a little drop of, we'll try some 3-in-1 oil on here and reassemble it. I'm not going to bother peening or trying to peen this over when I've put the little shaft in there. What I'm going to use is some extremely out-of-date Loctite screw lock, and it says here do not use after 3494, so it's a bit ancient, guys. Put a little drop of oil on here as well, I think. Not a lot, just a little bit. And I say we'll get the old out-of-date screw lock, put a drop of that on the thread, hopefully. There we go, there's a little drop there. And then we put a little bit of 3-in-1 oil on the shaft. Let's see what it's like, get it going. There we are. Right, cool. Okay, drop that in there. Is it the right way up? Yep, it's the right way up, good. Right. Get him in there and then screw it in. There we are. And give it a little bit of a tighten. That should do it. Now let's see if the old spanner works. It runs really nicely actually, guys, nice and smooth. That's really nice. And as you can see, the fit and finish here is quite nice too. There's not a huge gap in there. There's a little bit of free play. Let's loosen up a bit. Obviously there's going to be a little free play in this style of spanner, but didn't come out too bad at all, did it? Well, I am well pleased the way this turned out. You can remember what it looked like before we started on it, and now it's a fully functioning spanner again. I say it's not got any brand on it at all, not made by so and so or anything like that down. It's just got a 12-inch drop forged and made in India on the other side. But other than that, I think it's quite a nice little spanner. I think it's quite good when you can pick up something like this here, you know, that they're 50 pence on the market and he doesn't think you'll be able to fix it at all, it won't work. But as we can see, this is a fully functioning adjustable spanner again now. I did see, was it earlier this year, I think Scoutcrafter had a similar thing. He bought an adjustable spanner that didn't have the pin up the middle of it, just like this one here. So of course when I found this one I thought, oh right, okay, we'll have a go at that project then. And I think it came out rather nicely, guys. As I say, it runs really smoothly actually. Very nice, quite like that. Yeah. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this little project. Quite satisfying, this sort of thing. As you can see, it came up really nicely from what it looked like when we first picked it up. It's a fully fledged spanner again now, and I can start using it, so it's going to be going into my toolbox, guys. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the renovation here, bringing it back to working condition again. I do hope you'll pop by Rathbone Manor again in the very near future. The flea market starts again on January 26, weather permitting of course, and I'll see what else I can get. Alright guys, well thanks for popping over, thanks for giving us a hand cleaning this little fellow up. I do appreciate it, and I'll catch you laters.